When a giant rainforest mantis confronts a spiny leaf insect, it's a monster battle. It's one of the rainforest's most bizarre citizens. A creature so strange, it could be from another world. In the bug world, spiny leaf insects are giants, growing up to 5 inches long. They're not only big, they're ugly.
Spiny leaf insect wants to avoid a fight. Its first defense is the fact that it looks like a leaf. If a predator does get past the camouflage and detect a spiny leaf insect, it'll then rely on its behavior to try to scare off a predator by making itself look big and mean and horrible, like some sort of alien predator from another planet.
Nature often saves scariness for the vegetarians. You see, they need to deter their predators rather than fight them. Although it looks like some kind of battle bot, the creature isn't naturally aggressive. Its heavy armor and razor spikes are for defense, an almost impenetrable shield. And if a predator does try to take a bite, it'll get a mouthful of those spikes. The spiny leaf insect also keeps a secret weapon.
If threatened, the spiny leaf insect will resort to chemical warfare. It has glands that'll squirt out this colorless but extremely stinky liquid that'll deter most predators.
A stinking, ugly, spiky giant should be left alone. But in the rainforest, there's one creature who's not so easily deterred. It's an evolutionary success story. The giant rainforest mantis. A strong-arm assassin and stealthy ninja rolled into one.
Mantids need to eat all the time, so they're very hungry. They're looking for prey all the time. They're on duty all day long. Turns out that they're one of the top rainforest predators.
It's the T-Rex of the bug world. With a powerful stance and lethal forearms. Spikes and lightning-fast grappling hooks ensure nothing escapes.
The strike can happen anywhere from 30 to 50 thousandths of a second. So this is like 1/20th of a blink of an eye. Mantids engage in aggressive mimicry. And what this means is they camouflage themselves so their prey doesn't see them. Matching in with the vegetation, in this case our giant rainforest mantid, is a nice green. It blends in. Prey items that are walking by, they just don't see the mantid until it's simply too late.
This hapless grasshopper never stood a chance. There's one more thing about the giant rainforest mantis. It eats its victims alive.
They're pretty good at orienting their bites toward the head of whatever they've captured, and essentially once you've taken the head off of anything, it stops struggling much more rapidly.
The best defense against the mantis is to avoid it at all costs. But that's not always easy. This spiny leaf insect is out looking for a leafy meal. Unaware, it's venturing into giant rainforest mantis territory.
The spiny leaf insect is a browser. It's a vegetarian. Think of it basically as the cow of the insect world. just spends most of the day hanging out in the tree, chewing on the leaves, minding its own business.
The leaf insect has attracted the attention of the mantis. And when these two giants of the rainforest come face to face, neither backs down. The mantis is the natural aggressor. It's sizing up the monster before it.
No predator wants to be injured by its prey. If it's going to attack, it needs to make a trade-off, basically. If it attacks something, is it going to successfully kill it and not get injured itself?
Beneath the lush rainforest canopy, two giants of the bug world are about to go head-to-head.
In order to avoid a fight, the spiny leaf insect will actually use its bizarre appearance to try to look like this threatening, horrible alien monster.
No predator wants to be injured by its prey. So in this case, you've got a really big rainforest mantid, but at the same time, the spiny leaf insect is really quite a large insect.
The giant rainforest mantis has weighed the options. It's only a matter of choosing the moment to strike. We will win. But with faith in its heavy armor, the spiny leaf insect pushes gamely forward. The mantis's powerful jaws start slicing through its victim. The heavy armor is holding. The spiny leaf insect deploys its chemical weaponry.
In a fight, a spiny leaf insect is going to rely on its armor to hold out long enough for it to get away. But it's not very fast. It will, however, keep spraying the chemicals, but unless a predator gets a perfect shot and gets deterred by that, it's only a matter of time until it's dinner.
The spiny leaf insect has to break free soon, before it's devoured. Breaching the armor, the more the mantis eats, the less its victim can fight. It's a race through the first course. Mantis mouthparts work overtime as cutlery. Mandibles slice and dice, while feelers fork it in. Another life ends in the rainforest. What the mantis can't eat, others will. The giant mantis is happy to share now. It's full. And there's a mess to clean up. What happens when a gray tree runner mantis and a Lichen Huntsman drop their invisibility cloaks? Their true and deadly colors are revealed. One of the most powerful tricks a magician can master is to make things disappear. And in the monster bug world, invisibility can mean the difference between life and death.
Camouflage is probably the most important form of defense in the bug world, even for really capable fighters like Mantis. Once your foes spot you, you have a good chance of being injured or even killed. They can't see you, they can't hurt you.
The gray tree runner mantis has perfected the art of blending in. It moves about the forest like a shadow.
This guy is like a ninja who can slip through the enemy territory without being seen, and then launches lightning-fast attack, catching the prey totally unaware.
Even the mantis's massive compound eyes are striped, so their enemies can't see them in the trees. Made from hundreds of tiny units called omatidia, they're among the sharpest binoculars in the insect world. Detecting prey where others only see shadows.
The size of the gray tree runner's eyes gives a great indication of how important they are. They can spot things that other bugs would have no chance of seeing.
The mantis hits its target with pinpoint accuracy. It grabs this grasshopper like a kung fu master snatches a passing fly. But holding it down is a bigger challenge. The grasshopper's legs bristle with spikes. One well-placed kick could deliver a permanent KO. But the mantis has raptorial legs. Once you're trapped, there's little chance of escape.
The raptorial legs of all mantises are extremely efficient weapons, even on small species like the gray tree runner. Once they've spiked their prey, they hold onto it while the mandibles start inflicting the serious wounds.
Imprisoned, the grasshopper pays the ultimate price. It's eaten alive. There's no mercy in this forest. Not even for the mantis. There are other invisible eyes watching it. The Lichen Huntsman takes the power of invisibility to the ultimate level.
The Lichen Huntsman's ability to hide out in the open gives it a real predatory advantage.
If the mantis is like a forest shadow, then this spider is like the ghostly phantom of the underworld. She could be anywhere, anytime, and you'd never know.
They're relatively flat spiders that pin themselves against the bark of trees. They've got lots of hairs on their legs that make them blend into the background. They're almost impossible to find.
Those clusters of hair not only camouflage, they double as motion detectors or unwitting passers-by. If all else fails, there's her all-seeing eyes. Four at the front, two on top, and another pair at the rear. Poised in the perfect ambush position, body flattened, head hidden. She has 360-degree vision. At the first sight of prey, the phantom morphs from ghost to demon.
The huntsman spiders have rotated the legs so that they're lateral to the body. And what this means is that they're able to move sideways as effectively as they're able to move forwards. This gives them a much wider range of motion so that they're able to move around fast.
As this cockroach discovers, there's no sneaking past the ghost who waits. The cockroach won't make this mistake twice. The sharp-eyed gray tree runner mantis is nowhere near as naive. It knows the perils of passing this ghostly gatekeeper. But it too wants another meal, and a fellow shapeshifter would make a tasty treat. The gray tree runner mantis is a stealthy killer in a camouflage suit. It springs from nowhere to snatch its prey and eat it alive. Then disappears back into the forest like a shapeshifter. It's not the only ghostly shadow in the forest. The Lichen Huntsman also has extraordinary powers of invisibility. So when two masters of camouflage come face to face, conflict is inevitable.
You've got a face-off here with the mantid with its good vision and the huntsman spider very close looking at the mantid. And so the question is, who's going to move first?
It's a poker game where it's high stakes, life or death. Just inches away from its opponent, the mantis tries to bluff with the ultimate poker face.
The mantis certainly isn't behaving like he's scared. He's almost mocking the spider, saying they're just grooming himself, like, I'm not even concerned about you at all. He's probably relying on his speed to run away if things get a little bit too much.
But the spider's not fooled. No amount of speed will protect the mantis now. The ghostly spider's fangs pierce the mantis's thorax like massive poison darts, stopping it dead in its tracks. The spider eats at leisure.
So what she's going to do is she'll mash up the mantid, regurgitate digestive enzymes, suck up the prey. Depending on the size of the mantid, it'll take anywhere from half an hour to hours.
When it's over, it's time to put out the trash. And the phantom of the underworld fades invisibly back into the forest. When a green praying mantis encounters a ferocious predatory Katydid, the judge's verdict is final. The green praying mantis is a heavyweight fighter who's perfected the art of taking its opponents by surprise.
The mantis is like the biological equivalent of a stealth fighter plane. The color of the body, the flat triangular shape, everything about it has evolved to make this animal extremely difficult to spot.
When those huge compound eyes, with their 300-degree field of vision, lock onto a target, the mantis will attack. Even foes like this dangerous lynx spider.
The green praying mantis is quite confident to take on creatures other bugs will do anything to avoid.
The lynx spider spits lethal toxins made by venom glands in its head.
Both these animals are well aware of each other's presence, and they're both very, very fast.
The lynx spider makes a break. But it's caught and impaled on razor-sharp spikes. As a fighter, the mantis relies not on venom, but savagely sharp body parts. Inside each one of its front two raptorial legs is a vertical row of lethal curved spines.
These legs are like a cross between a mace and a grappling hook. They grab, snag, pierce, and pin the prey down all at the same time.
Barely pausing, the mantis eats through the lynx spider's legs, then its body, then its venomous head.
Eating the lynx spider venom glands won't have any ill effect on the mantis. If the venom was injected, that would be different, but for the glands to pass through the digestive system, no problems at all.
Its meal over, the mantis cleans itself of battle debris, spider silk, and scraps of its victim. Its highly sensitive antennae come in for special attention. Long, slender, and segmented, these sensors are multi-purpose tools. They're used for sounding out a mate, for communicating, but most importantly, when it comes to putting food on the table, for sizing up your enemy.
The antennae provide critical information when the mantis is right up close to a potential prey item. It's both smelling and feeling it, but when they fold them back across the side of their head, that's a sure sign that they're about to attack.
As a prize fighter, the green praying mantis appears invincible. Though in nature, that's never a given. There's another prize-fighting heavyweight in this forest. The ferocious predatory Katydid. And it's evenly matched with the mantis in almost every way.
It looks like a leaf. It looks like this innocent leaf-like structure, but it is an incredibly dangerous predator.
Just as the green mantis blends in with the grass, the Katydid, with its veined wings, hides among leaves. It goes to extraordinary lengths to remain undetected by aerial predators and leaf-bound prey. Its back and the top of its head are camouflaged, with markings that look like a damaged leaf. And like the mantis, the Katydid comes equipped with sharp grappling spikes, not just on two legs, but on the front four. And up at the head, everything, including the mouth parts, are supersized.
These Katydids have massive heads to provide plenty of space for these large mandibles and the muscles that control the mandibles.
Those mandibles are like Swiss Army knives. They lever and cut and fork in victims' body parts. The back legs are just as powerful. When they kick in, launch time becomes lunchtime.
It locks it up in its very strong, spiny arms, and then its mandibles just tear into it.
In a pre-fight weigh-in, the Katydid is just as big as the mantis, just as strong, and is equally fast. Two heavyweights, evenly matched. And when they throw down, it will be a championship fight to the death. It's a monster bug matchup even the experts can't predict. The ferocious predatory Katydid and the green praying mantis share a talent for fading into the foliage. Both have large heads and huge appetites. In the raptorial leg department, the Katydid has the edge.
The Katydid has 4 legs covered with spines that it can grasp with. The praying mantis essentially only has 2.
The Katydid can also jump and fly. But the mantis has a longer reach and a killer punch. In a grassy arena, the 2 prize fighters enter the ring. Round 1. In the green corner, the Katydid sizes up its opponent with its long-range feelers. In the other green corner, the mantis has its guard up, ready to strike. The mantis throws a lightning-fast right jab. The Katydid ducks for cover.
You have to give the mantis points for bravery. He's just so fearless, but I think he may have bitten off more than he can chew here.
Round 2. The mantis comes out swinging. The Katydid finds its range with its antennae. The Katydid locks the mantis in a raptorial cage and delivers a killer bite to the mantis's eye. It's a cut no corner can repair.
Already, it's damaged the head, it's damaged the antenna, it's damaged multiple parts of the body.
There will be no round 3. In an even matchup, sheer ferocity tips the scales.
Just goes to show that no matter how capable a fighter any particular animal may be, there's always something else out there that can tip the world upside down.
Step into the ring with a ferocious predatory Katydid, and there's no such thing as a knockout. The loser never gets up. When a moss mantis clashes with a tiger beetle, 2 worlds collide. On the moss-covered branches of a South American rainforest, a specter haunts. Ruthless, cunning, hidden. The moss mantis is a master concealer. Tiny tufts, resembling Lykan, cover the mantid's body, breaking up its silhouette. It doesn't just look like moss. It behaves like moss.
The moss mantis is so adept at impersonating moss that it'll hang down under the branches as well, even swaying side to side like a little bit of moss in the breeze. Talk about an evil genius.
You may not see it, but it sees you. With super-sensitive eyes, mottled and horned, to blend into the background.
These 2 large compound eyes give the mantis excellent depth perception, a very wide field of view, and they can even detect motion up to 60 feet away.
The instant it senses movement, the mantis deploys ingenious range-finding equipment on its neck.
Mantis have a series of very fine hairs on the back of their neck that are in constant contact with the head. So as the head turns to look at a prey, the hairs also move, and this tells them exactly what direction to launch their Raptorial strike. It's so accurate that 85% of the strikes are successful.
In strike mode, the moss mantis lulls victims into complacency. It looks as harmless as any other part of the mossy forest. But when it goes on the attack, the moss mantis becomes a slick killing machine. Its huge limbs launch it through the air in search of prey. A wolf spider, prowling for food, doesn't realize it's on the menu.
When a mantis snatches its prey, the entire strike only takes 30 to 50 milliseconds. That's 3 or 4 times faster than a human muscle reflex, or about 10% how long it takes for me to blink my eyes.
Raptorial legs open like switchblades, revealing large spikes that hook the prey and drag it to the waiting mouth. Mandibles, sharp enough to slice through the toughest bug armor like a can opener, make short work of soft spider flesh. When the meal is over, the master of disguise lies in wait for another victim. But not every bug worries about camouflage or clever tactics. Flashy and fast, tiger beetles take other bugs head on.
Tiger beetles are fast animals. They run after prey, they grab it, they tear it to pieces, they eat it fast and go off running again.
With iridescent shells, metallic sheen, and blinding speed, ground-hugging tiger beetles are like Formula One cars on legs. They hold the land speed record for bugs, beetling along at an incredible 50 body lengths per second.
If this was a human running equivalently fast, this would be 480 miles an hour. This is amazingly fast.
But when the tiger steps on the gas, something strange happens. Its eyes can't keep up.
They move so fast, their brain can't process how fast they're moving. So they literally go blind while they're running.
The tiger beetle's speed is matched only by its savagery. Enormous serrated mandibles tear the victim to pieces.
Tiger beetles have these massive jaws. They're equivalent to 10% of the body length of the animal. They're these huge sickle-like shears. It's equivalent to humans having 8-inch teeth.
Those jaws cut and mash, squeezing fluids from prey, leaving behind an unrecognizable pulp. But the tiger beetle's hectic pace requires a constant supply of fuel.
Tiger beetles need to eat a lot all of the time in order to maintain their energy to run so fast.
That puts it on a collision course with the moss mantis. What happens when the fast and the furious runs into the ghost who stalks?
If the mantis doesn't get in a good first shot, the tiger beetle could really hurt it.
In the mossy reaches of a South American rainforest, a voracious tiger beetle is on its never-ending quest for food. Nearby, a moss mantis watches, poised to strike. The moss mantis attacks with lethal limbs and savage mouthparts. The tiger beetle combines speed with crushing, slicing mandibles. Who will inflict the mortal blow? The mantid must choose its moment with military precision. Because the tiger beetle can sever entire limbs with a single bite.
Its jaws are big enough that it could tear the legs off this mantid. It could break the mantid in half.
The beetle waits for telltale movement.
Tiger beetles are visual predators. They're moving and they're looking for movement in the environment, and that's what they're tracking. The problem is when they come up against this mantis, the mantis isn't moving around.
The mantis doesn't stay motionless for long. In less time than it takes to blink, switchblade arms snatch the tiger beetle. The mantid spins its foe around, keeping the beetle's deadly mandibles at a safe distance. All the while, the mantid's jaws wreak havoc.
The mantis's mandibles might be small, but they can cut through just about any bug's armor.
Defenseless, the tiger beetle has nowhere to run.
Speed isn't everything. Sometimes the animals that just stay very still and then attack very rapidly are really the winners.
In the bug world, it isn't always survival of the fastest.